Hi everyone, the Mature Simmer here. So, I'm going to top off, or get my pigs fed, I should say. So, need to get the trailer to be able to get them some food. And then we'll go ahead and get that done. Always a bit of fun trying to get this positioned. Back out here so I can see a little bit better. There we go. Alright, so we need base food, which is going to be some sorghum. And we're going to need about 17,000. So, alright, that'll get us where we need to be. So, yeah, a little bit early. If you missed the last episode, had some crops wither on the field, the sunflowers, because I couldn't quite get what I needed. As far as time, I just didn't get on until the last day of harvest, and then it got to midnight and lost it. So, yeah, the only work I've really got here that I think that is due is feeding these pigs. So this episode's going to be super short. Just getting that done. It's not going to give it to me, is it? I guess you need to be touching the symbol, at least. So, wish I had known that. I would have maybe, had it in a little bit different direction. Alright, so that's going to do that. Then we're going to have grain, which is going to be 8,500. So get ourselves some of our wheat. And then we've got soybeans and potatoes, and then we'll be fed. Alright, 8,500 wheat. Alright, there we go. Almost right on. Getting better at playing with the silo and getting it to dump. Now again, potatoes are the biggest challenge, because it keeps bringing up the selection there. But, as far as this silo, I can just quickly hit R, basically double tap R and get a very short spurt of crop coming out. But that doesn't work on the, not sure. Well, I think it worked. So I just need to get the right angle again. I think we're headed back. Now we are, for certain. I'm pretty sure. Yep. That looks good. So, yeah, it's been a little while since I've done kind of real-time pig feeding. So you can kind of see what it really takes, which typically isn't much. I've just been running it to nearly empty for some reason for a while. Haven't really measured again on the time, because in the end I guess it doesn't entirely matter. Although I probably should at some point still remeasure just to make sure that things haven't significantly changed. Alright, soybeans, we need about 6,800. Alright, same type of thing, a little bit more. I got 35 liters over instead of 4 liters over, but that works. And then this will be 75% of, well, it'll be really 95% of the food they need, because if we add up the percentages that they impact things and what the quantities would need to be for that, we can see that pretty quickly. So I'm thinking I may just do soybeans. It's the largest or the highest paying crop I can find per 1,000 liters that we have available. That I can do. I didn't check potatoes, but I know they're not going to be anywhere near like the 1,500 liters or something, $1,500 per liter that soybeans are if I take it to customs. And, there's a couple benefits of soybeans. It's just all around probably one of the better crops, just from amount of labor standpoint and amount of supply. It takes a little bit of seed. It's certainly less than most crops. And then it doesn't yield a gigantic amount. So it's just not a harvest that takes that long to do. So let's see, there we go. Potatoes, and we only need, again, 1,700. Alright, well, I'm going to do that. I was going to say I'm going to get a little bit more, because if I could get fewer potatoes, that is always a good thing. Because it's just challenging to get them out of this root cellar in such small quantities. I suppose what I could do is really fill up the silo on potatoes and not have to touch them for a long, long time. Get, say, 5,000 liters in there, and just fill the other stuff more often. That's one thing I could do, I guess. But that just seems, I don't know. I don't know that would help a lot, because then I'm like having to go get 3 crops more frequently instead of one crop, and have a little bit of a challenge with it. So there's a little tree back there. I've bumped into it before. I may still bump into it now, but I'm really close. I'll tell you that. I am really, really close. Because now I may bump into it a different way, in that, I think this will get me in. So this is always the challenge, and the thing that takes the longest time with feeding the pigs is just getting everything to them. Oh, come on, really? Yeah, I guess I am full. So it's like just a tiny bit over, and it's and maybe it's because like it's 33,998, so I'm figuring like 34,000 is what I'm doing for some of these. So the 17,000, like all of these are a little high, and so when I'm at 6,800, for example, and then 35, yeah, I'm probably 4 or 5% over. But all right, well, it's the off season. I'll leave this here. So let me just quickly check. Our oldest pigs, I think, yes, are those 20-month ones. But I want to take, okay, so we've got 19. So I want to wait for these and those. and then I'll have my 36. So I really need 5 months. So we're talking after planting, more than likely, because soybeans can be done as early as April. So I'll keep an eye on that. But at this point, we're not too bad on slurry. Should be okay. Obviously their health's not great, but that should change pretty quickly as the hours roll by. I think it'll take them 3 or 4 hours to get to full health again, and we'll be good. So thanks for this really short winter episode for year 88. And again, we got a couple months here before we technically get out of year 88. We got to get through winter, but then be into year 89. So I'll see you then.